Hello, everyone. I hope this feed is working well. Currently, we are undergoing some massive upgrades, specifically with the eyes at this time. Uh, Higher upgrades than anything yet. They are a result of the CME that left the sun, perhaps, I believe on the 24th, a couple days ago. So, very good. These upgrades are occurring. So, uncertain if anyone is watching. Okay, we got one. Anyhow, very important times with this. Is this breaking up? Can someone comment, or is it steady? Because really, this is an important update. I should have wrote it out. Someone can just comment and let me know if it's coming through good, please, and thank you. I'll reiterate a little bit. Any viewers, can someone just say, okay, looks like it's okay now. Good, thank you. Yeah, Sue Burns, massive. Downloads from the sun on Sunday, and Angel C on the beach, correct. Good to see you all. Okay, I'm good. Great. Okay, wow, good. So I request where you guys can see me well, just try to limit your posting perhaps, because I don't have that great of a connection, but anyhow, great. Okay, reiterate, rehash. Very important downloads coming in. So many of you should be able to see it with your vision. And this is upgraded than anything before. Ones of you in the past that could see the prisms and the diamond shapes in your eyes and various other shapes as a result of lesser upgrades. These ones here are more significant, what is occurring. So we are in a very excellent, very excellent time. And in conjunction with this, you do need this upgrade because what is also happening concurrently with this is your 5D realities are expanding outward. So to explain it perhaps you a little bit better, you were in 5D states of being before, but now what you are doing is creating the 5D reality, infusing it into it's actually happening both ways, but it's best to say that you are infusing yourself into the 5D realities. So this is a very great vibration. Yes, in your street and it be totally different, or there will be parts different, and that's part of stepping into the new reality. Uh, and having said that, I am seeing and getting more reports on our energetic quantum financial system that some are accessing it, uh, making purchases that are going through, but it's not coming off of their cards. There are some other various different bank things going on with with a few cards not working properly, shutting down systems, uh, and different things with purchases. So there's a lot going on in that department. And again, any of that going on, I strongly suggest for you do not question it and observe it. And this is a heads up that uh, some of these transactions are being integrated into um, the 5D QFS. It's perhaps the easiest way to say it right now. Uh, so we're still transitioning, we're still building this. So uh, it may be periodic, when meaning that some transactions may still you have to pay for them, and some others you may not. So it may jump back and forth, but what I'm given and what I'm feeling is that we're really bringing it into this now, so it may be more consistent. I'm very pleased with what I'm seeing in the reports I'm getting from others, so I wish to share that with you. So it is happening, and I know at least some of you can attest to this as well, because uh, I have seen some of your comments, and I also converse with some of you, perhaps kind of regularly, and things are indeed happening. It's not imagination. It's really happening. So we're in a really great time. Uh, so having said that, we have we have several timelines actually for financial appeasement or easement. The main thing for you guys, girls, ladies and gentlemen, children, to access these timelines again, keep your highest vibration and pure of heart, and that gets you into the good places, and keep happy, and get rid of your triggers. Most of you by now uh, should not have any triggers, or very little. And with saying that, I'm very impressed from our Real Angels page, how I have seen that change, where many of you are no longer triggered, and you go to the positive, and you put the higher perspective on it, and with unconditional love, and that's so perfect as well. And remain in that state with it it's very important, is what I strongly suggest. Uh, so some things also from the 4D, 5D timeline, that threshold is Trump. We're seeing things, Trump, uh, let's say, kind of hinting that the 1st of July or the 4th of July is going to be a very great celebration in the U.S. So he put that out, and that is so cool and so special to see as well. Now, I saw some reports earlier today that there could be over 100,000 sealed indictments at this time. And as I mentioned before, that when this is all said and done, it's going to be into the millions. However, by Trump saying and specifying the 4th of July, I feel and I do believe by that time that many of the main indictments would have been unsealed, to get the main white collar crime, the elitists, the ones, at the top subdued. There was some of that has already taken place, and so some of them are detained. I will say that. But there will be a lot more with this. So everything is real, and it is happening. And you have humanitarian projects, monetary projects, and also in several or more forms that are becoming to come to fruition and are beginning to be accessed is what I'm given. I don't have any concrete evidence to give you on that. However, I do feel that it is so and that these sources are trustworthy, and it is happening because it has to happen, and I know that. It's just sometimes we just are not given what timelines we are on with this. So you could be on a 4D timeline and you won't see any of this. And then you could be on a 5D timeline and everything is there and it's working and it's right in front of your face. So it's important to know that as well. But for all intents and purposes, I do not feel we are going to be on the 4D timeline much longer. This 5D timeline, what I alluded to, where you are creating your realities now in your own environment, well, that is bringing in the 5D timeline. You are going into it where things will change. So it's all happening, gang, and it's very beautiful to see again. So, having said that, again, profound experiences happening. There was a guy, uncertain of his name, Michael, on Real Angels. He had shared with you contact, if you will, alien contact, which is very, very good to see. And without getting into details, I know that these things are true because I know this. And let's say, to keep it simple, I have had contact as well in the past, and it's very real in the past in this form. But so that is great. And any contacts, as we mentioned before, they are all benevolent. No malevolent ETs allowed to interfere. They have all been subdued and quarantined. So any interactions now, overcome your fear and experience interdimensional contact is what I strongly suggest. So we're going in to also some of the higher stages of learning and retrieving your memories back. It's really not a learning, it's just when you get all of your memory back, then you just know. But you got to get there to get the memory back, which you're doing. Everyone is doing, great at. Everything is perfect. So many gifts are heightening. Telepathy is coming in strong. Also, I won't go too deep into that, but also some other gifts are becoming strong. Well, the bilocation, multi-dimensional abilities, the telepathy on different levels as well. So everything is being heightened once again, and we're on a whole new playing field, a much higher one, a much better one. So again, your beautiful pictures you see in the sky and in the clouds, there will be again more of them. You're seeing the energy with your naked eye. Ships are coming closer. I'm seeing more and more of you are contacting the ships and bringing them closer. And some of you, let me say that I wish to say that in one area there could be several of you communicating with the same one ship, but what occurs, you have things in common, and aspects from that ship splits off for each one of you. And there's all different types of ships. There's Merkava, plasma, then material ships. So we are entering, you know, the multi-dimensions where there are much other things and energies. So all kinds of cool things. We're not really given a handbook on what you will experience, but it makes it fun just to be open to anything and all of it, because really everything is possible when you are in the creator seats as well. So, but the main thing we create is we just create good, and everything with good intent and love. So so everything is going well. So just seeing, I thought there was something else I was going to share. I believe I've pretty well covered everything. So this is what's occurring, and everyone, you know, keep your eye on your news. It's important to keep happy in this now. Always joke and laugh as well. That raises the vibrations. And lots of water for some of you. There's a mixed bag of upgrades, and it's affecting ones differently. So lots of water for some. You may need it more than usual, than what you were drinking. And again, you're keep an eye on your food types. You know, things are happening within your digestive system. Some of you do not need to eat as much as you did before. Some of you may have some cravings for different things. Follow what you feel and eat what you feel, and also test it if you need to assure, you know, what causes discomforts and what causes comforts. But it's so much easier when you follow your full guidance. You don't need to test anything anymore. You should not have that much doubt at this time. So just hold on. I'll soon be able to give up these cigarettes. They're starting to make me cough. So yeah, listen to your bodies. Lots of water. That's pretty much it. So I won't be on here rambling. I'll let this perhaps, I got a couple videos, got to put up a couple interviews. I believe I have access to one that I and Don Parkinson did the other day for Ecology, so I'll put that up. And there was another interview I did a few weeks ago with Glory Balili, I believe. She might have finally got that to me, and I'll put those couple up for you. Linda and I may be doing an interview on Tuesday or Wednesday evening, Pacific time. We may be doing a short video for something we are working on and in lines with the Ascension. But that video we may just, that may be for the basics for one's awakening. But just to let you know, there may not be the important stuff in that for where we are at now and what we are doing. This would be more like a basics or general introduction to the awakening, perhaps. We have started, I have started a divine tasking group of what I wished in that the requirements for that closed group is to be around 77% mastery of the dark and the negativity within you. So most of you, I'm sure, have reached that. And what it will be, I let some in there so far. There's no posting in that group because that is for divine exercises we will be doing if we need to do them. Everything may happen so quick that, you know, it's possible our light work uh, in those areas may not be required. So, but nevertheless, we will be ready, and I will put the site out for you can answer a couple questions and request to join, and we'll let you in that way. And so just to let you know, there's nothing going on with it yet other than I don't know how many we have in there. Again, the other night, and I believe Helen assisted me. I believe we took in 39. So just let the rest of you know, nothing happening. You're not missing anything, and we'll get everyone in there before we do anything with it. Uh, so that is an update on the new group, and also with the new group, we wish to. In the Real Angels group, I intentionally and purposely allowed negativity in there because that was for the training purposes, as all of you know, and you know, to watch and keep an eye on how everyone was doing and how they were reacting. And you know, it's a self-weeding process. So we had ones, you know, that weren't ready, they left, and so it weeds itself out, and we let each one judge their own self, because that is what is occurring anytime in the ascension. And as I said, I don't tend to really judge anyone. They judge themselves by the facts. For each of you, if you're facts, you can tell one's or you're not really judging them. You are actually assisting them by identifying them to you. So it's great. So things, as you can see, because it's divine timing. And having said that, I do not have a time when I will put the closed group public, but some of you can start accessing it now. I believe you can access it through the Real Angels page, if you will. Go on the Real Angels page about, and you'll see a group there, and you can click on that. And if some of you want to begin getting in there, and again, that group is for, it's very serious divine work where you are using your creator abilities, and that's why you need to be purified to the extent that you are, because we only create positive and good things, and we do not want someone in there that don't have their shit together. And that's what it is, and that's what we need. We want the best, and the ones, you know, the masters, ascended masters, many of you are that, and that is the kind of quality we wish to have in there. And I won't judge you. Each one of you can judge yourselves by if you request to go in there or not, and if you answer 3 questions that I have there. So that's great. And what I would love is that we don't need that group at all, that it's all done. But just in case, you know, we got a backup plan too. Well, we don't need a backup plan, but we may be doing some other fun things, you know, along the same lines as when we, you know, did the exercises on the hurricanes, and taking down some of the mind control mind control devices and these sort of things. So it'll be along those lines, you know, or, well, let me say no, it'll be much higher than that. Those were practice runs, so we'll be doing something a little bit more intense if we need to quickly cause change in good ways for all of humanity, of course. So that's great with that. Just wonder if there is anything else. Oh yeah, there is. So